to my channel. I am, of course, out in the garden doing some work today. Very, very hot. It's very, very hot. And I'm taking tons of breaks, but I did want to make sure that I share with you what's going on in the garden. So, previously I have shown you guys where I pretty much had to start over for the summer. The great thing about living in Houston, Zone 9A, is that we have a long growing season. So I can succession plant. So you can see over there, my cucumbers, they're not doing so great, but it's not all lost because we still have time to grow more kooks, which I have done. So really this video is kind of more about what I'm sowing in August for either succession planting or to get ready for fall. So let's have a look at it. Pretty much everything I'm doing right now is direct sow. So I spoke about the cucumbers, so let's go up here and take a close look. It has been eaten, I'm sure, by cucumber beetle, but you can look at some of the leaves right here. Oh, there's something in there. Y'all know I don't do bugs. Don't love it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to put my gloves on, come back out here and just kind of squish that bug. But I'm letting this go a little bit because, as you can see, there are a couple of cucumbers. There's one there and one there, and I don't want to disturb those. I'll probably come cut those later on today. And then this was one that I had planted long after I planted this one. This one got really lush. It actually got really lush, and it was going along the fence line here, but then I noticed things starting to happen to it and it wasn't looking so great. As always, I think it's a watering issue, but I corrected that and this still happened, so I just had to watch it. Turns out it did get some bug damage, so that's got to come out soon, and then I'll put another one in its place. I did start some in smaller pots, but I lost a couple of those when we went on vacation. Everything here is doing fine. My African three sisters doing absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, let me show you this. So here's my red burgundy okra, and you can see the beam has climbed. Here's the top. That's the top of the beam up there. And then it's just, all of this is one bean plant sprawled all along the ground. It's actually really, really beautiful. Along the ground and all up this fence. Those are all black-eyed peas. Then, as I was inspecting this the other day, I came out here and noticed I've already picked one cantaloupe, but there's one there. This is, again, one cantaloupe plant. It starts right down, let's see, can you see? Right down in there. You can't really see where it starts. And it grows all the way over here to the end. I've already harvested one of these, and hubby says that it's better, sweeter than the ones in the grocery store. There's one, I just showed you another one. There's a baby. There's a baby. It just has done amazing things, way more than I expected. So that's that. And then here is my sugar baby watermelon. There's only one on there, but one is a win. It's better than nothing, and excuse my shadow. This is another of the African three sisters. So that's the baby watermelon on this side, and then my okra, this one is a crimson spineless and jambalaya. Look at the flower. She's so pretty. So pretty. And then the one black-eyed pea plant. It is not doing so well, but I'm just gonna let it do what it's doing. Now let's talk about the things that I'm sowing, because this pretty much is where it begins. In this pot right here, I'm testing some things. In this pot right here, I have, that is a turmeric root. And then it's not doing anything yet. And then I'm trying some kiwi, basically with seeds from a store-bought kiwi, and I'm just gonna see what happens. This looks like amaranth coming up, but I just pull those as they come up. In this section right here, looks like nothing, but what's happening is I have planted out. Oh, there is a little bit of action. Can you see it? In this section, I have planted out Swiss chard, rainbow Swiss chard along the back of this line, and then right here, kale along the back and along the front, because we eat a lot of kale. And then on the front, I planted out perpetual spinach along here. So that's what's going to be in this section. I did succession plant a couple of cucumber seeds somewhere down in there. And I planted them next to this makeshift arch so that I could have them grow up over the arch. There were beans there before, so that should be good for the soil for those cucumbers. And then on this side, I planted beans because there were tomatoes growing here before. So you can see that's already starting to do a little something. Also, in this section, I realized that I planted way too many patio baby eggplants. Like, we like them ever since I discovered stuffed eggplants and different ways to do it, and delicious ratatouille. I have been in love with these babies. They're so cute. Like, look how cute they are. This is about as big as they're gonna get. As a matter of fact, these I probably need to come and harvest, and we can have these tonight stuffed with our grilled okra and our hot wings. Anyway, I planted way too many of them. So what I'm probably gonna do is come out here and get rid of all but maybe 3. Like this one I'll definitely keep because it's doing really well. That one back there, I'm not sure. It's very close to the marigold, but it's doing pretty okay. And then the ones, maybe I'll keep this one because these, like this one here, is not looking so great. It's not looking so great. And this one looks okay. I might keep maybe 2, 3, 4 at the most. Then back behind, I have to decide what to put there, pull all that amaranth and decide what to put there. As you can see, I am replenishing the dirt. And then on this side, I'm gonna put out some more peppers, hot peppers. And then here, I've already started, are greens. So there were collards here before, so I can't grow collards here again. I think once the okra and everything is done, I'll put the collards over there. But right now, you can see I've already made like a little trench right there. I'm putting some turnips here, and I already put out some mustard here. That's my second sowing of pole beans. There's a yellow pole bean and a Kentucky pole bean. Bush beans in the pot. And then on this side, I had done the same thing with the pole beans as over there, but they didn't make it. They didn't come up at all. So I literally just sowed these 2. This one and this one here on the backside. Earlier this week. Beans I love because they come up pretty quickly. You pretty quickly know if they're gonna do anything. Back there in my last video, I did talk about my moonflower. It's starting to grow up the fence, as you can see. I can't wait to show y'all that, and it's just really pretty. It's gonna be at night when it blooms. Very, very pretty. Here I have some spaghetti squash. This one, in a previous video, I showed you guys how I was sowing, actually putting out zucchini and squash transplants in the front yard instead of back here because I'm trying to beat the vine borer. Here's a quick shot of the yellow squash and the zucchini. This one here is the zucchini. It's doing great. No signs of bugs, y'all. This makes me so happy. I'm gonna knock on some wood somewhere. Knock on wood. Yeah, it's doing great. I'm not sure what this is right here, so I'm just gonna see. Whatever it is, I'm taking it off. Anyway, that's that. That's the zucchini. This one is a yellow squash that I lost the first one, so I just sowed a seed directly up here, and it's doing pretty well. It's doing pretty good as well. This one over here is not doing as well. I planted that one as a transplant just like this one, but that one you can see is not getting as big quite yet. Let's see. No idea why, but we'll just let it keep going, see what it does. But the best thing is I don't see any signs of bugs. Yay! So at the same time that I did that, I did this one, the spaghetti squash, and then I had a second one that didn't make it, so this one right here I just sowed maybe last week, and it's coming up. Those are looking really, really good. Right here, I'm doing tomatoes. During the summertime, for the rest of the season, I had the tomatoes over there on this side of that arch. I think I talked about that a little bit earlier. And lost them in first the tornado, and then the rest were beaten down by Hurricane Beryl. So over here, I have two Romas. These two, this one here and this one here. Those are Roma tomatoes. And I started them in pots after I lost the ones to severe weather. So that's those two, and that's why those are so big and doing really, really well. The rest of them are super duper tiny. So let's get in here. This, where is it? That right there is a Campari tomato. That one is another Roma that I just set out from seed out here, and that's why it's so much smaller than these other two right here. That right there is a beefsteak. I don't know if it's gonna make it, but we're trying. And here is another Campari right there. So that's pretty much it. That's everything that I'm doing, everything that I've either already sown, or am going to sow in August. Again, this is like succession planting for me, and starting on fall planting, like, you know, the turnips and the mustard greens are for fall. I'm gonna add some more peppers, like I said, and I think back here I'll probably start my brassicas, because the brassicas were right in that section last year and into the beginning of this year. So I think this will be a great place to put the brassicas for this year and see how they do. So that's pretty much it. That's everything that I have going on. Looking forward to replanting and getting things going again. By the way, I said I was trying to beat the vine borers, and that's why I planted some some squashes up front. I also got these little hoops on Amazon. It was 6-pack for like $14, and I have some tulle. It's like, actually they're curtains that I got at IKEA that I'm going to drape over those little hoops to try to keep the bugs out, to try to keep especially the squash vine borer out and away from my spaghetti squash. As a matter of fact, I might try a cucumber or two over here as well, so that they can be under the netting too. Anyway, that's pretty much it, you guys. Love the garden. You guys know I love, love, love it out here. But that's pretty much it for this week. For today, I should say, in the garden. Probably have to get out here and harvest some more okra for our Friday night dinner. That's what we love this time of year, is grilled okra, the grilled wings, and then I'm gonna harvest some of the baby eggplants and stuff those. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time from the garden. Bye.